Here we are. The final part of case 4. Let's see how things go today. Because who knows? Well, depending on how we finish, I'm just gonna say, if it takes us like an hour, I'll just wrap it up early. I don't know. I mean, this is the final. We're at the ending, so we're almost there yet. So yeah, we're getting close to it. We are really getting close. So, yeah. I got nothing else to say except, should we just get on with it? Who knows? But, well, at least we can just at least go over what happened. We went one-on-one with Franziska. We also went up in a mind chess game with the chairman, Wiener's father. If I also remember, we also got at least one scene where Franziska whipped Eugene, in which ended like and yeah, so forth. Will Eugene get whipped again? Who knows? Will we prove Kay's innocent? Who knows? We are about to find out. Right? No. Now we got some evidence back, we can now give a proper story. A proper flashback. Alright, usual as usual. Rosie Ringer, the victim. Kay Faraday, unfortunately has amnesia. And she's also, and what's making it worse, she's also labeled as a suspect. By, Verity and Wiener. And also other people coming by. Gumshoe. Needler, the nurse who found Maya and escorted her to us. Her grandmother, who's also the head of her hospital. And she also carried out the inspection of the victim in the case. And something that we haven't noticed, surprisingly, Franziska is also here. Who is currently working at Interpol, which reveals of a auction. An illegal underground auction. And with the help of Eddie and Emma, we figure out lots of clues. However, also Lola helped us a bit. However, as I said, the committee fully believes that Maya is the killer. Verity and Eustace aren't the only one. The chairman, Eustace's father, also believe it. Who surprisingly have a child at 51 years old. All that takes place in the big building with 2 G's. In big. And I think we got the gist of it, all of it. Though one thing I will say, we got lots of interesting evidence. But now with all that, with all evidence came forward, we believe that Eugene's father have something to do with this case. Who knows? All we know is that this case was planned to put the blame on Kay. And I think I already said that. Alright, I'm just repeating myself. Like usual, unfortunately. This is why I need a script, guys. This is why I need a script to recall everything. Because otherwise, yeah. Anyway. We're now gonna go be a face this old man in my chest. And now we're gonna face him in a rebuttal. To start all the way from the beginning, the fact that the auction chamber took place right here in this hollow trial chamber is a point of suspicion. A location that should, by rights, be only accessible to members of the committee. Yeah, they all have key cards to the room after all. Furthermore, these auctions seem to be held on a somewhat regular basis. For that to be possible, there can only be one winning explanation. That's right, Mr. Wiener. That the auctioneer is the member of the committee. No! What on earth is wrong now? What did I do, Dad? I played right into his hand. No, you didn't. You actually agreed with Edgeworth, but okay. You did indeed, you utter nitwit. Is that how you... Does he have any rights to call him father? Miles, my boy, you realize that you cast quite the wide net with your explanation. That's true. There are 11 members of the committee altogether. 10, given Miss Ringer's unfortunate passing. 10 potential suspects in total.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't me.
No way it wasn't me.
Well, it certainly isn't me. And it can't be the chairman. Can it? Whoever is, speak up right now.
Calm down. All of you, please. Well, Miles, is that all the proof you got against me? You're very quiet all of a sudden. But it's too late to back out now. You accuse a former chief prosecutor and current committee chairman of a crime. I will tell you to prepare for the worst.
Do they always allow him to burn paper? That doesn't make sense.
There's no preparing for what you're about to face. Know your place. Know your role. And shut your mouth, jabroni. That's what the winner says. Can you smell what the winner's cooking? And by winner, I mean me, not my stupid son. You've been forcing us to argue over every little detail for a while now. Where the murder happened, of course, of the victim's injuries. Some other things I hardly even remember.
But you need a father, my boy, because it's all relevant in the end.
Think about it. The suspect herself has already said she did it. That's all that matters at the end of the day, and her sentence will be lighter for it. So rejoice. And there you have it. Feel free to pick holes in it as you see fit.
How can I? And that was barely a testimony to begin with. That man. He's a very powerful person, isn't he? It's... Okay, Miss Edgeworth. Please, just let it go. I did it. I'm the murderer. I even remember doing it. You saw a flash of something half-remembered, Kay. Nothing more. If you must believe in something, Believe in me when I say you should believe in your own innocence instead. What? I'm up against the head of committee here. This isn't gonna be easy. But he seems to think he's already won. Perhaps I can use that against him. Wow. Okay. Wait. Competition. X's wiener. Huh. Let me think about it. Let's see. Before snare. Oh wait. I saved already? Did it? I have short-term memory loss. Oh gosh. Well, I did save. So. You've been fortunate to argue. His testimony is strong, which means we gotta press, I believe.
Hold it!
Even if the broad strokes are correct, it doesn't make something true.
Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. I say the bigger picture is more than enough here. After all, every case has its little inconsistencies and contradictions. We let ourselves get bogged down in every single one. We never make any errors. And once we did, the trials will drag on forever. Even you understand that, right?
Not in the slightest, hence my inquiry into details.
Oh, to be so dumb and big-headed.
Anyway, you keep digging into these little details. Other things I hardly remember.
Hold it!
Are you sure? I seem to recall the ringleader's identity and the faulty coroner's report being critical points to contention.
Yes, I was listening, my boy. But critical is a matter of opinion.
How can you possibly suggest that fundamental issues are not important? Perhaps this is your ability to make sound judgments that should be on trial here today.
Bravo, my young hot-headed, wonderfully cutting stuff. You do like to try, though, don't you? Hold it!
Are you No, it's not. There's no way of what we discuss today is irrelevant. Unless you attempt to bury the truth.
But none of it is relevant, dear boy. The only reason you keep trying to make it relevant is because otherwise, you're up a creek without a paddle. Hold it!
Just because she confesses something doesn't make it the truth. Kay is suffering from amnesia, so any statement she makes could be taken with the least grain of salt.
Objection!
Well, we know what he sounds like.
Objection! Even so, it doesn't exactly solve anything for us, does it, dear boy? And it'll be nonsensical to dismiss her confession outright. I'll tell you what, why don't we ask her one last time? Though I'm sure she'll just say she did it again.
Fine, let's do it. Let's ask her again. We'll see if she really believes herself to be the culprit. Huh? You mean me? Is it really what you want, Mr. Edgeworth? If this goes badly, it could significantly weaken your position. I know, but there's no other way. I'll only request that I be the one to question her.
You really know how to talk an old man's question, you know? Fine, act away. On one condition. If this turns out to be a waste of time, that's it.
Stop burning paper! Why are you guys letting him burn papers?
We'll call the proceeding to an end and then and there. Agree?
Call the proceeding to an end? You mean the hearing?
Yes, dear boy, that's right. Perhaps you aren't a complete bottlehead after all. Now, just so we're clear, if we ask again, and all that happens is the girl confirm her guilt. Yes, that sounds like a great plan if I do say so myself. That's it.
You just declare her guilty? Just like that?
That's the gist of it.
So this big risk. But he's going to find a way to condemn her either way if you don't do something.
Okay.
Yes? I know it's a lot to ask. I need you to think. Do you remember anything else about what happened on the day of the murder? Anything that might help us prove your innocence? Why? Why are you still fighting it, Miss Edgeworth? It's no use. I can't be help with you. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to try and remember anymore. What if I remember something even worse? And if I did, I'd just be making more trouble for you. Please, just accept it. Okay, you thought you knew. It's a dangerous criminal. A criminal who let you down and betrayed your trust. Don't worry, Kay. You have nothing to be afraid of. I may not have known you for very long, but I know you well enough. Here we go! And right now, I know you better than you know yourself. You would never commit a murder. You can never because this is who you really are. Take that! You're the great thief, Yanagasu. A noble outlaw who will never stoop so low as to kill. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Because all I can see is the one memory that's returned. I have to face it. Hold it! No, the only evidence of your guilt is the confession they forced out of you. As I said earlier, you have to believe that you're better than that. Or are you saying you don't believe a word of what I've been telling you? No, it's not that. You're trying so hard to help me. And you're risking so much for me. It's too much. You have to stop. I'm begging you. Ah, so that's what's going on. I thought it was strange, but now I see. The reason you're allowing yourself to be railroaded into accepting your fate. Because of me, isn't it? Which is exactly what the K I know would have done. You're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm not. And I don't plan on becoming one anytime soon. Because despite all your wishes to the contrary, I'm still trying to help you. So you see, I've merely been service my own ego, regardless of what I put you through. Now, let's try this again. See the good in yourself, Kay. Remember the noble thief you truly are. And memory of you committing the murder. You need to question it with all you have. That's all I ask. Please, do it for me. I...
Hey?
What's wrong? Do you remember something?
Oh, it'll be like some cliche movie plot if she did.
A cow.
We're
A cow? Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please perhaps ask her for a few more details.
Well, Kay, what can you tell us about this cow?
I remember now! The person in the red raincoat! She had it in her hand! A stuffed cow! I can see it so clearly now! Are you sure, Miss Faraday? Are you absolutely certain? Yes. I'm sure. Then this court acknowledges the defendant's latest statement as a new testimony.
Objection! Have you lost your mind, Verity? We can't accept testimony like this.
With all due respect, Mr. Chairman, information pertaining to the victim and her possession is
New and highly
relevant evidence.
objection! I need to remind you to idle state of her memory. No.
Adel? Well, if we claim her memory is unreliable now, then our argument is weakened, sir. You said yourself only a few minutes ago that thanks to the suspect's confession, we need not worry ourselves over the finer details, did you not? We're here to call the validity of her memories into question. Then we must also call into question the confession on which our entire argument is based. Is that really the most advisable course of action?
Yes, you're right. Proceed as you see fit then.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
We're still in the game. But only by the skin of our teeth. And only thanks to Judge Gamble's intervention. It's almost as if she was on our side for a second.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, the stuffed animal?
I believe the cow in question is this thing here, Your Honor. We found it in the storeroom. I believe it is yet another auction lot.
Wait, that's... Do you know something, Gavel? No, it's just... not what I imagine.
I suppose this is a rather odd thing for the victim to have been carrying. Should I look over carefully?
Meow.
The wire seems intact, but I can't say it's doing much for the overall symmetry of this stuffed toy.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, it moves!
It does?
Huh? Sounds like sand being crushed?
We've seen this recording device hidden inside.
I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself?
Waited so long for this day, and now I finally have my revenge.
Could this be the moment of the murder? Someone made a recording of it. Fitted with recording device that captured part of the conversation. One of the people recorded had a prominent burn. Hey, that's them right there. That's them voices I heard. Sure as eggs is eggs.
Overruled.
Unfortunately, we have no way of verifying when these voices were recorded. It's possible they have nothing to do with the murder. If only there was some accompanying voice video footage. You got bugs in your ears or something, lady? I done told you. That's them voices I heard. And we already know the victim was holding that thing, right? So it's gotta be from where she got it. Yes, it is a possibility, but a weak one without more than your word to back it up. We need something more... something credible. We need. And again, she seems to be stepping in help. Judge Gavel, I think we all know the voices are from the moment of the murder. Certainly from the moment the words we heard one of the speakers say, I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. I believe we have something that could explain what these words are referring to and how it's all related. Which is evidence proof that the voices are from when the murder occurred. Wait. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. I think the findings...
Take that!
The coroner's preliminary findings? How do they prove anything? Indeed, what on this page shows that the voices must be from the time of murder? Huh? This is why can't they give us multiple choice? What on this page shows that the voice must be from the time of the murder?
Take that!
Burn? Is it burn? Thinking on the words we heard, this part particularly sticks out in my mind. You can't hide that burn from me. Ah, okay, it is a burn. The victim had a prominent burn mark on the back of her right hand. According to case testimony, the victim was carrying a stuffed toy cow. And a burn mark, an identifying mark unique to the victim, was mentioned on the recording and captured. It's just a coincidence. Stuff like that happens all the time. Right?
Overruled.
I'm not so sure that it does, especially not in this case. The court accepts that the recording may be from the time of the murder. In which case, one of the two voices must belong to the real culprit. And based on the content of the conversation, it seems likely that it's the one we hear the most. But that doesn't tell us anything about the killer's true identity, or even if they are male or female. Due to the voice change is correct, unfortunately, but unavoidable. One thing, however, has become clear. We are now able to say that the voices Miss Hart heard were those of Miss Ringers and the killer. Just like I done told you they was. We can say something else now, too. And let's hear it. That is, if you don't mind, Mr. Chairman. Do as you wish. According to Miss Hart, just before the murder occurred, two people came up to the storeroom from the committee chamber on the elevator. The ringleader and one of the auction attendees. It seems this was the point at which money exchanged hands. The murder happened immediately afterward. And the auction carried on after that. All of which points to one key fact. What else does that elevation tells us? Since the ringleader was the auction's sole auctioneer, then it follows that they cannot be the victim. Hey, Gavel! Not right now, Eustace. Here's a good boy. And they weren't the victim, then they could only have been the killer. Overruled! A compelling argument, but hardly conclusive. I am fully aware of that, Your Honor. I was merely warming up for the main event. There were certain traces left on the scene that seems to suggest that the ringleader was the killer. Then please hurry up and show us. What is something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer? What is something that placed on the scene that points to the ringleader having been the killer? Either the ringleader's appearance or... It's either the coroner's findings or... Take that! No it's not. No it's not. I don't get it. Oh no. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I think. I don't know. I'm going with the outfit. Take that! I am, what points of being placed at the killer? At that points the ringleader haven't been the killer. Is it the community chamber blood? Take that! Ah, it was, okay. The killer deliberately left a large pool of blood at the foot of the Gods of Justice statue. It was due that the blood that we originally thought the murder had happened in this chamber. It was simply a ruse, designed to cover up blood that had dripped down from the storeroom. In order to conceal the existence of the underground auction, correct? Correct. If the culprit had nothing to do with the auction, they would have no reason to cover up that blood. Which further supports the theory that the ringleader and the killer were one and the same. As the identity of the ringleader, do you have anyone you'd like to name? The auction always held in this committee chamber, with the storeroom located just overhead. So at the very least, we know the murderous ringleader has some connection to the committee.
Yes. And you suspect me, correct?
As the committee's most powerful member, that should hardly be a surprise, right?
Objection! You're a fine prosecutor. That much I'll give you. But as I think I may have mentioned already, you are also... You got nothing, my dear boy. Have you? No evidence whatsoever? Unless you got something to share after all.
Do you have any evidence that show Chairman Winner is the murderer? I don't think we do. No, I don't think we do. It was Chairman Winner himself who brought up the fact that I suspected him. And he seems confident right from the get-go that he's untouchable. Which means he knows. He knows I have nothing.
Oh, well, Marksman boy, time to pay the piper. I've always wanted to say that. Birdie's all yours.
Wait. Dang it. I just remembered something. Huh? Do you have amnesia too? Nah, it's just it just doesn't come to me. Fashion inspiration, you know how it is. Very well. Say your piece.
Objection! What are you doing, Verity?
Mr. Edgeworth had made it clear that he won't give up until every last flick of hope has been extinguished. So extinguish we must. Unless he's trying to drag us through the excruciating process again in the future. Yeah, what she said. I don't quite get it, but you sounded pretty cool. Don't worry, Dad. I'll help Gavel bring this to a winning finish. We'll show them how wrong they are.
Fine, let's hear what the witness has to say.
You heard the chairman, Miss Hart, if you be so kind. Alright then. Here goes nothing. The facts, Miss Hart. And nothing but the facts, please. Don't you worry your pretty little head on that front. I'm a journalist. Truth. My middle name.
Color me officially worried.
So the ringleader is the killer, right? Which makes the victims one of them auction goers. The thing is, add all that up. I counted 11 people coming down the hatch, I see. See? Then the murder happened, and then the auction started back up again. Now, I had me look back downstairs right after that.
No!
And would you know it? There were 11 little duckies all lined up in a row again. She made it more confusing.
How?
Are you sure of this, Miss Hart? As sure can be. The gavel shift saw my own two peepers. So, 11 before the murder and 11 again right after. That means... Wait! That's a thingy.
A contradiction, Eustace. Dude, try to keep up, you stupid boy.
Miss Hart, then nothing really changed at all? I done told you already. They carry right on again like nothing ever happened. Oh, except for... It wasn't nothing much, but... What is it? That little mallet doodad. Can't have yourself an auction without one. Kinda like the one Missy over there got, but different. The auctioneer's hammer? That's the bunny. I done heard that thing banging and clanging right the way through. Then done. Just like that. The noise of the hammer stopped midway through. Could it have something to do with the murder? Hmm. Attendees altogether, all wearing masks. Auction continued even after Ringer's murder, but the sound of the auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. If the victim is neither the auctioneer nor one of the attendees, Your entire theory cannot stand, Mr. Edgeworth. Chuck one up for justice. Eat that, Edgeworth. See, Mr. Edgeworth, there really was nothing we can do. No, there must be something we're overlooking. Something we still don't have an explanation for. I just need to think. I can't. Kay is...
Alrighty, kids, do we finally have all our answers now? If so, I expect you to make a good what?
Gavel? One moment, sir. I worry that it might still be a little early to pass judgment. After all, we have one more matter yet to resolve. And until we do, we cannot claim complete and total victory over Mr. Edgeworth. Is that not so, Mr. Edgeworth? Frankly, I expected you to have raised your voice by now. Aloud, hold it, perhaps?
Oh,
Yes, of course.
once again,
She has rescued us from the jaws of defeat.
very well, let's get this over with, shall we? What is this one matter which still remains?
Why, the contradiction in the coroner's report. Oh! I thought we were gonna answer that. You know, frankly so, cause burned marks, head wound, the stabbing.
That's...
I'm back with the witness, Your Honor. With the witnesses, Your Honor. What's this all about? Why'd you call us back down here? Somebody fall ill? I'll have a compression ready in 2 shakes of a... Ouch. Ouch. These better be good. These somebody else dropped dead. Well, they might soon wish they had. Dr. Hertz, Miss Nealer, thank you for coming on such short notice. Let me assure you, this won't take long. Quit trying to butter me up and cut to the chase, will ya? Of course, we summon you here to perform something.
What's Judge Gavel up to?
Dr. Hertz, this court asks you that you provide the unabridged truth regarding the following. Do you stand by your preliminary findings? Can you vouch for their complete and total accuracy? Grandma doesn't make mistakes, ever! That's strange. Huh? What do you mean? In the course of this trial, an error was indeed found in her report. And so I ask again for the truth, Dr. Hertz. Did you alter, tamper with, or in any way falsify your findings? It's awful. How can you even say that? What are you asking me for? Why the heck would I want to do that? To help the true culprit, of course. As if I know anything about all that. I just know I didn't do any of the sort. That seems downly strange. What other explanation would there be for the discrepancy in your report, Miss Edgeworth? I wonder if you might have any thoughts on the matter.
Oh boy.
The so-called mistake in the report. It's not likely to be coy, I must say.
Why does she keep taking charge and helping me? I still don't know what she's trying to do. I'll happily take what I can get.
If everything was recorded accurately and then handed off to Mr. Wiener according to the protocol, then the report shouldn't contain any mistakes. Wait! For the record, I didn't do anything to the report! I guess we'll see, won't we? Dr. Hertz, perhaps we should begin with your side of the story. Why do we even need to? This is pointless. I'll be the judge of what's pointless, thank you very much. We have patients waiting back at the hospital. But Grandma... Ow! We really don't have time for this. Won't you please help us? I can't stress how important this is. Grandma, since she'll testify, but could you please make it quick? If we're not back soon, people will suffer. And yet you had no qualms about taking your time and buying cotton candy the last time we saw you. We'll let you go as soon as we can, I promise. Assuming you tell us the truth, that is. Ooh. It will be 2v1, but it's most likely 1v1. There's no way... No way there's a mistake in Grandma's report. Not never. I've been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive. Sorry, Sonny Jim. Me writing something wrong about likely as ouch. And what the heck you think I stand by to gain by doctoring a file, hmm? Don't make a lick sense. And that's all she has to say. Nothing funky here.
See, it's just as I thought. There's no chance a good doctor her findings.
Can you swear by the holy gods that this testimony is true? Of course! Grandma's never told a lie in her—
Objection!
Your opinions are not necessary, Nurse Needler. Your grandma is the subject of this inquiry, not you. Not necessary? That's not fair! I'm the only ally poor Grandma has. Go ahead and shout objection left and right, but you best be prepared then, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor.
Oh, I'm more than prepared. I'm ready to expose the truth behind the error in the report.
Ouch! Really? Really? Like that? Alright, so statements 2, 3, and 4 definitely are lies. Alright, so what do we have first? We don't have not the pin. Let's see. Okay, first I'm thankfully I stopped that. I stopped her game bong. We're gonna let's press the first. Nope, no. You're not gonna hurt your granddaughter again.
Hold it!
Never. You're saying that Dr. Hertz is infallible? She has to be. A doctor can't afford to make mistakes. Even a veteran like Grandma will be out of a job if she messed up even once. So there's no way all people she would... I got a whole hospital relying on me. Might be you can bungle your work and survive, mister, but I can't. Okay. Alright.
Hold it!
Can you really never made a single mistake in all that time? Doctoring's all about experience. The longer you've been at, the better you get.
One and the same were true for prosecuting. Chairman Wiener will be the best in the business.
I think we can all agree that's not the case.
Oh, you really are, Devil Miles. But you're also quite wrong. I never once made a mistake either. After all, I have people to do that for me. I'm too busy for fellows. They're looking for me, I don't have to mistake them. Isn't having people just grand?
Don't you go trying to make doctoring and lawyering sound the same. They ain't nothing alike. Nothing alike, I'll tell ya.
No! Hold it!
The victim appears to have put this raincoat on after sustaining the head injury. Yet there was not a single drop of her blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, She must have been hit in the head before she was stabbed in the chest, making it premotor. Oh, that's... Ouch. I don't need you to teach me how to... Ooh, I'm not gonna say that part. My dangle report already says what you just said, don't it?
Objection!
The report states that the head injury appears to have the same post-mortem. It's the exact opposite of what I just said. Oh. Sure. I diligently dictated that report to Florence here, and she wrote it all down just like I said it. If something happened to it after that, we're nothing to do with me. You dictated? Could you please tell me more? Wait, Florence? Who's Florence? Wait, is she talking about Eustace? I feel like she's talking about Eustace. I don't think it's... I'm looking at the core of Prime. Wait.
Objection!
I'm confused. Wait, is it because she signed it? Is it because she signed it? I'd like you to take a closer look. I'd like you to take a look at the report for yourself. Oh, I read to you. Ouch. Ouch. Why is Hurt sweating? Ouch. This ain't what I said. This ain't what I said at all. What? What do you mean exactly? Ouch. I don't know. Ouch. But I can't say that. Oh. Miss Nealer, if you're attempting to bury Dr. Hirsch's truth, I would gladly hear her confession myself on behalf of the gods of justice. Dr. Hirsch seemed to be telling Judge Gavel something in private. Very well, allow me to relate to everyone what you just told me. Ain't no doubt about what I said. I dictated my findings to Florence just like I told you I did. The fuddlehead young thing must have wrote it down wrong or something. Wow, that was a great impression. Yes. Was it really necessary? So assuming there was an error in the report. It was all because of you, Nurse Nealer? The true facts has now been shown to be that the head injury occurred prior to the chest wound. The question now, Miss Nealer, is why did you introduce such an error? Oh, submit it already. You make it sound as if the poor girl did it deliberately. Whereas it seems she made just a little mistake. Pre-mortem, post-mortem, they're practically the same word, don't you think? No, they're not. That's before and after. They're not the same word. They're not the same word. They're not the same thing. They're just... Mortem is the same word. There's a difference between pre and post. Before and after. Except they mean two completely opposite things. This was deliberate, no doubt about it. Why would she want to change it? Exactly, things get... Ouch. You won't get away that easy. Explain yourself, young lady. But Grandma, You submitted a falsified report and act that led Kay to being accused of murder. You owe us an explanation. But I can't tell you. Not don't want to, but can't?
This is really rather unpleasant, don't you think?
Getting up on this poor Pacific girl who's only looking out for her grandmother.
She has nothing to do with anything. She simply made one tiny mistake. So why not leave it there?
Objection! You like that, wouldn't you? Because the only person her testimony will hurt is you.
What do you mean, my boy? Genus, you're now de facto ex-prosecutor. You're going to need to explain yourself better than that.
Let's see, what are we gonna do? I'll be happy to. I'll even spell it out for you. Nurse Leader roles in the crime was very important because she... Is she the murderer? I don't think she's the murderer. Unless... Nurse Leader doctored the report in order to cover for her accomplice. Ouch!
Oh, so she's a lone conspirator. This innocent young thing. You share your grounds for making such a wild accusation here, boy.
The murder could have been committed by one person working on their own. Without at least two people, it wouldn't have been possible too. It's either two things. My gut is telling me maintain attendees' numbers. Is it? It is. If the auctioneer was the murderer and the victim was one of the attendees, the fact that the witness testifying to there being 11 attendees even after the murder doesn't make sense. Hey, watch it. Y'all gotta call my good word into question now, too. That's not what I meant. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm taking you at your word, which means there must be a co-conspirator.
I know it's hard, my boy, but something you just have to accept. That you were wrong.
Objection! I wasn't wrong. I just hadn't considered the possibility of the killer having an accomplice. But as soon as we do, things starting to fall into place. If the killer's accomplice returned to the auction room in place of the victim, there would indeed have been 11 attendees both before and after the murder.
Well. So that's your thinking, is it? It's certainly an intriguing theory. But surely the imposter would have been spotted right away.
I don't imagine that Nurse Nina looks strikingly different from the victim in build and stature. With the help of a mask, you could very easily have replaced Miss Ringer without anybody noticing. Well, Nurse Leader, is that what happened? Do you take the victim's place at the auction? I wouldn't do something I like. Now tell us, the ringleader. Who are they? I can't tell you. I just can't. Her grandma too. Ow. But Grandma. Don't you worry about me. I can take it. You just tell me everything, child. But... grandma.
So I was right, she was an accomplice.
Neither. Why? Well, Miss Neeler? Can you explain yourself? Yes. Huh? Oh, thank you, Grandma. Mama right now. I confess it. I changed places with Miss Ringer.
So you meant that you were working with the ringleader?
Yeah, I was helping them. I don't know how, but they found out Miss Ringer was going to attack them.
The culprit was going to be attacked? By the victim?
They seemed pretty sure it was going to happen that night, so they made a counter plan. They wanted to strike first, and they wanted me to help them. I was told to go to the storeroom before the auction began and wait there. Now hold it right there, Missy. I ain't seen nothing, and my eyes don't lie. If you'd have been there from before the action, I would have bumped right into ya. I was there the whole way through. And you weren't there for a bit of it. I'm not lying.
Well, that's easy for you to say, but you were lying about altering that report only a few minutes ago.
Objection!
I think we're all aware of the number of potential hiding places in that storeroom. Are we? Where exactly are you trying to say our friend the nurse was hiding,
Nurse Leader hid here while she was waiting in the storeroom.
Oh! A closed box.
Take that!
She hid inside this closed box. Oh, she did. Did she?
Huh? Well, it was there the whole time. Even before I mosaic on it. Like I done told you. I had them old chains around it. I wanted to hide in there myself, really, but it was locked up tight. So I had to go elsewhere.
I imagine that's because Nurse Neeler was already lying in there by the time you arrived.
That's right. We didn't want anybody to open it, or it would really blow our cover. So the ringleader told me to climb in and wait until it was time for my part of the plan. And then they wrapped the whole box up in chains. And then they took the elevator downstairs not so long after. It was just before the auction was due to start.
So as the auction was beginning,
H. Little Heart and Needler,
you and Miss Hart would have been the only people in the storeroom.
yeah, I think so.
The auctioneer proceeded as it always did, until a certain customer came upstairs to complete her purchase. That was when the incident occurred. Miss Hart overheard the victim and the culprit exchange words around them.
You betcha! I was behind the statue there, shaking like a thing leak the whole time.
In the middle of the quarrel, Miss Ringer was killed by the auctioneer. I imagine the auctioneer then carried Miss Ringer's body over to the closed box, in which Nurse Neeler emerged and swapped places with the victim. At the place of Miss Ringer's body inside the box, Nurse Neeler's role now was to pretend to be Miss Ringer. The two of them then returned to the room below as if nothing had happened. Does that about sum up what happened in the storeroom, Nurse Neeler?
Yes, in fact, that's exactly what happened. Hold up. So you just waltzed right back on in and nobody noticed? It's two completely different people we're talking about. You're telling me not one of the other folks down there at the auction caught on?
Why would they? The other auction goer had no reason to notice the difference when Nurse Neeler entered because she had stolen the victim's clothes. As you see, Miss Ringleader and Nurse Neeler are about the same build. What's more, the auction rules require attendees to wear their masks at all times. If Nurse Neeler was wearing the same clothes as Miss Ringer, nobody would have noticed. Nobody would have been any wiser.
No, and they weren't. I brought Miss Ringer's clothes and... Ouch!
And left the poor child in her smalls.
Have you no respect, girl? No, Grandma, I thought the same thing. It wouldn't be nice to leave her like that. So when the ringleader wasn't looking, I put that raincoat on her. So that's how Miss Ringer came to be wearing it. Plus, the auction was able to carry on as before. Guess the part where I caught the red raincoat on film just came after. Yeah, it must be. Then it all makes sense. Right after that, when I went on over and looked downstairs through the gap in the elevator, by me 11 happy little auction goers. Then back I snuck in by my little hidey hole.
Don't tell me you were hiding back there the entire time after that.
Well, that is not exactly.
Bathroom.
What is it? Did something happen? So maybe I hadn't mentioned this before, but... Oh, she fell asleep. Well, passed out. Unconscious, you might say.
What? What happened?
Oh, not much. Kind of silly, really, but, it was a sudden loud noise, and you saw me. Just a little bit, you know? Alright, maybe more than a little. I just witnessed a murder. I blame a girl for getting jumpy. I got my heart shook and my head faint. Before I knew it, I was out like a light. By the time I came to it, it was the next thing day, and there y'all clanked down that ladder.
I see, so you saw about a loud noise and fell unconscious. As well as it means you don't know what happened after that.
Not per se, but... Well, after the auction was over, all the masks were back on the rack. So I reckon the guests done finished up and filed out one by one like they were supposed to.
Miss Neither, once the auction has restarted, what exactly were you doing?
I was pretending to be Miss Ringer and placing bids. Just as the ringleader wanted. I had to win the closed box, as I'd been instructed. It had a dead body inside after all. Imagine if somebody else had won it, we would have been in real trouble then.
So you had no idea that the victim had vacated the box in the meantime?
No, not until we came back up so I could pay for it. But that was when we noticed. The ringleader told me to go look for her right away. Except I found some other girl collapsed at the foot of the ladder instead.
Okay.
Yeah, she must have fallen from up on the roof and been knocked unconscious. Guess the victim must have left that hatch wide open, huh?
That would explain it. He would have been so shocked by seeing Miss Ringer falling motionless right in front of her. She wouldn't have seen the open hatch and fallen right through it. That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom front.
Yeah, I suppose so. Can't believe something like that gonna knock me out for so long, though.
So in summary, by the time Miss Neither found Kay, you were already sound asleep behind the statue. I think we've got a good grasp on what occurred up to this point now. Nurse Neither, if you would continue.
Sure, so I found Kate, and next I found Miss Ringer. And I put them both in the closed box. We couldn't risk any of the auction goers seeing them. That would cause a real hullabaloo.
What was your idea? Or the ringleaders?
Theirs. But putting the raincoat on Miss Ringer was my own idea. So I tried to get rid of it before they found out what I'd done.
I imagine they were none too pleased when it showed up as a prize piece of evidence in this case.
And lastly, the ringleader and I put her in the auctioneer's outfit we prepared.
Of course. She completed the deception and made everyone think she was the auctioneer.
All in all, the auction finished up without anybody noticing anything, and that was that.
Now that we know the extent of your crimes, Nurse Neither, if you have anything further to share, I advise you to do so immediately.
I wish I could tell you more, but I'm sorry, that's all I know. Oh, except for one other thing. It did seem a little strange, I guess. When I was borrowing Miss Ringer's clothes, I took everything I could, but I couldn't take her hair, obviously, so... Ouch.
You dang right, you couldn't take her hair. What kind of medical professional are you? That's where you draw the line?
So taking her clothes was okay? Our hair was totally different. The style, the length, everything. I kind of panicked. The ringleader thought of everything, including wigs. 2 of them, in fact. There was a straight one and a wavy one. They were both stashed in the clothes box.
2 wigs? But why?
I wondered that too. I thought maybe they were worried she might have changed up her style. Anyway, I took the straight one. And that was the one that matched her hair on that day.
Even a wavy wig in the box.
Here's a description on how she swapped places with Rosie Ringer.
And that's everything you know? There's something else you're forgetting?
No. Huh? No, really, Grandma, that's everything.
And I take it that you really have no idea who the ringleader might be?
Sorry, I only know that they were in charge of the auction. I didn't see them without their mask on. They were pretty careful to keep their identity a secret from everyone.
If I can't get something concrete on them... Oh, well, Miles, are we about done? You're proving the nurse was part of the murder plot, but sadly for you, it doesn't change a whole lot. But it does nothing to prove that Kay Faraday isn't the ringleader. And justice must prevail. We can't change the law.
Even for your sake. Burn. Evidence burn.
Is this it? Am I not going to be able to save Kay?
Objection!
Francisca, what are you doing here?
As I told you before, Miles Edgeworth, where the case leads, I follow. Your dedication is an inspiration to us all. But don't go getting the wrong idea, little brother. I'm only here to deliver the truth regarding the suspect. I'm certainly not here to forgive you for abandoning the way of a prosecutor.
I understand that.
You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information.
Detective Gumshoe did that?
Prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth, for the final piece of the puzzle. Rosie Ringer's head wound was the first of the injuries she suffered, not the second.
How do we tell her that we already solved that?
Well, someone say something.
Yes, there's no easy way to say this, Francisca, but we already proved that ourselves.
What?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago. Ah!
Well, why didn't you say so sooner?
You didn't exactly give us a chance!
And I suppose you know about the murder weapon too.
No, not yet.
Huh, good, then listen up. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt object bearing a circular surface. And the wounds to the chest were actually inflicted post-mortem.
Circular surface?
Objection!
And you're sure of that, I assume? Your sources are above board.
2 trusted medical professionals reached the same conclusion independently. You couldn't ask for more.
Objection!
That's certainly good to know. Unfortunately, you're overstepping the bounds.
Objection!
Of what? I am the prosecutor in charge of Interpol's investigation into the underground auction. And this murder occurred during that auction. It would be negligent of me not to pursue leads pertaining to related parts, especially the victim.
My. You really become quite the force to be reckoned with, haven't you, my dear?
Then all parties are in agreement. The victim died from a blow to the head. Death occurred as a result of a heavy blow to the head with a circular object. Chest wounds inflicted post-murder. sadly the murder weapon itself has yet to be identified.
Based on the shape, I might have an idea or two.
But guys, I didn't turn up any of the weapon during my investigation!
And yet, one needs only to think about setting an auctioneer's tool, and the answer should be obvious. Object with a circular surface used in an auction. We're obviously talking about... What would an auctioneer have readily at hand? An auctioneer's hammer, of course.
But we never found one of those! If the auctioneer was indeed the killer, it does seem a likely candidate for the murder weapon. But without evidence to support your theory, there remains nothing more than that.
Well, I have just the evidence you need right here.
Wait, we do? We do? Wait, what?
This piece of evidence strongly suggests that this auctioneer's hammer was the murder weapon.
Cow butt.
What evidence is there? Not the cantaloupe run. Is it the autopsy report?
Take that!
No, it's not! No, it's not! No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, 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 no.
Uh. Wait, is it a broken plushie?
Take that!
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Something tells me the key card. Wait, actually, no, the key card record, but wait, let me wait. Okay, let's get that. That's the victim's leather. Oh! Alright. Alright. It's hard. Lola's statement. It's hard to tell us something very important about the auction after the murder occurred. She said the very prominent sound of the auction's hammer. The auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. Now, why would that be? I'll tell you why. Because it had just been used for the murder and was covered in the victim's blood. It wouldn't need to be disposed of. Isn't that right? Chairman winner?
I'll have our people look into this right away.
You really are like a dog with a bone, aren't you, dear boy? But if you can't dedicate yourself to a cause when you're young, when can you, hmm? He seems very confident we'll never find it.
Very well, a search for the murder weapon will be conducted. In the meantime, this court is in recess.
To be continued. All right.
A former, a formal accusation. A former. I was gonna say formal. Wait. The guy's squinting his eye. I'm not surprised because the guy's crying a lot. He probably has an eye disease. I don't know why. Wait. Actually, let me look at something. Everyone's waiting. But I think I like how everyone's waiting, but I think I don't know why, but I feel like Yusa's mind is something like this. I wonder what I will do for my victory. Maybe I should get a good detective. Maybe if I win, I'll become the committee. Yeah. Anyway, I wonder what will happen. Now that Francisca's no longer here, I don't have to worry about getting whipped by her. Maybe. Silence in the courtroom, please. Ms. Von Karma, if you would be so kind as to update us on the progress of the search. Oh. It's not good news, I'm afraid. The entire big building, with 2 G's in the word big, has been searched from top to bottom. And no auctioneer's hammer was found anywhere. Oh, we're in huge trouble. That's bad news indeed. Then we have no choice but to move ahead with the verdict.
Oh, such a terrible shame. Well, I suppose only a fool would have left the murder weapon behind. It's certainly not what I expect from a first-rate criminal mind. No! There's just not enough to work with here. I can't just carry us any further on my own. Yes, it really is a tragedy, but such is life, I suppose. I was just thinking back over the defendants I made pleas deals with over the years. People who poured their hearts out to me. People who trust me with every detail of their crimes. And then when it came to their sentencing, I recommend life in prison every time. For every single one. Oh. Oh, if only you could see them. The stupid.
All proud looks on their faces.
The verdict will now be passed. All present will accept the goddess's word as a law.
Yes, nothing more I can do. Kay and I are both.
If there's one hold it, please tell me. Only we have some proof, please. Never imagine how I'll be passing judgment on you under such circumstances.
The end of the road, huh?
By the power vested in me. Excellent winner, this court hereby indicts you for your crimes.
What? What has gone into you, Verity?
I submit for court's consideration the case file of a certain incident, namely the IS-7 incident, a murder that took place 18 years ago. What does that file have to do with... Wait, you mean... Her late-night visit to this chamber was to... Precisely. I came in to retrieve these documents. Though sadly, it would seem that I arrived too early to catch the auction itself. When we spoke of the matter before, I implied that I had come to retrieve files pertaining to your own case. You have to forgive me. That was a ruse to buy myself more time. Details. The IS-7 case. We solved this in the latest case, in the last case. So let's see. What the heck are you doing, Gavel? You can't just accuse my dad! Alright, let's look at... The IS-7... Okay. December 4, 2018. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth. Yay! Victim Artie Frost. Suspect Samson Tangaroa. Case summary: body of Artie Frost discovered in mansion belonged to Samson Tangaroa. Person of interest: Delicascone. Delicascone. Well, I have you know, I am a good pharmacist. The lovely Julie Bound. And Carmela Guzzo.
I don't care about anyone.
No, it's Carmela Guzzo and Artie's sons, Frost. And Artie's Frost's sons. With both visit Tangaroa's mansion up through the day before the incident. From the day of the incident onward, their whereabouts are unknown. Huh. Without proper evidence, defamation! An excellent office evasion, he insists. Huh? It is? Of course, I have the grounds to make such an accusation. 18 years ago, Manfred von Karma has some details about the victim's body fabricated. Details he was forced to fabricate when the sculptor Artie Frost's body went missing. My papa? Fabricate information? What is the meaning of this? The Inside Man, the detective originally assigned to the case, did in fact report that the body had gone missing. However, it seems that a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. Von Karma and deliberately withheld that information in order to bring him down a few pages. A few pegs. What? This individual refuses to allow anyone to go against their wishes or to challenge their power. And they're known to go extreme lengths in order to bring those who defy them to heel. 18 years ago, they were no different. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, okay, no. This is so crazy. In fact, they even ordered Dr. Hurst to create a fake autopsy report for the IS-7 incident? What? She was responsible for the fake report? But wait, you have to understand, Grandma, she's not a bad person. She had to do what she said. She didn't have any choice. He? Wait, what? She had to do what he said? He? The person in question was the chief prosecutor at the time. The chief prosecutor 18 years ago. No! The man who gave Papa the first penalty of his career? Excellence winner, it was you!
Objection!
What are you talking about? My dad will never do something like that! Overruled! I'm sorry, Eustace, but your opinion on the matter is not needed here. Well, Chairman Winner, do you have anything to say for yourself? All the nonsense with the body. That was Manfred's doing. Such a willful boy.
Fake autopsy report. Hilda.
I can't believe you non-kids would do such dishonest things behind my back.
Hold it!
We could just ask her why she did it. She is standing right over there, after all. Wait, Grandma can't she... Ouch. Grandma, I'm so sorry. I knew, that's why I... Right, exactly. If I didn't... If it would have been found out what you did. They said he was going to charge you if you didn't help them with their plan. They said that he would... I just had to do what the auctioneer said.
So you were into it, weren't you, Nurse Needler? And just to be clear, that auctioneer was Chairman Winner?
I'm sorry, but I honestly don't know. The person forcing me to help them was the auctioneer. And they definitely looked to be about the same build as the chairman. But I never saw their face.
So there must be something. Any detail, no matter how small, will do.
Oh, wait. Their mask didn't cover their whole face. And the part that wasn't covered had a tattoo on it. I remember that much for sure.
Also had a tattoo on part of a face. On the part of their face the mask didn't cover. A tattoo.
Objection!
This all sounds very dramatic. But I really don't know what you're talking about. There's no tattoo anywhere on my face. I think I know where there was one, wouldn't you? Wait a minute. Which means I can't be the ringleader.
No matter how much you want me to make.
I only hope you can figure out who is this shameless manipulator might be.
Overruled. Your contempt for this courtroom is an insult to the goddess.
Are you sure it's not you who's feeling insulted here?
I'm not the only one who's been trying to bring you to justice. Miss Ringer had been trying too. And I refuse to let her sacrifice be in vain.
Young Rosie was looking to take me down, you say? Oh, why? I barely knew her. I've always had a certain magnet charm.
Wait.
No.
Wait. I want to look at the case. No. Okay. Never mind. I don't think so.
I always had a certain magnetic charm, but I don't remember ever catching that particular eye.
You barely knew the victim. I do believe that's a new statement. God demands that you offer your full testimony on the record.
That's how it's going to go. You mean to hound me until I finally break? Well, if that's the way you want to play it, fine. I'll destroy you all.
Is it Edgeworth? Please allow me to work with you on this one. I doubt we'll get another chance to put him on the stand. So let's make the most of this opportunity.
Of course. Your Honor. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now, Chairman Winner, will you tell this court everything you know about Miss Ringer?
It's time! Young Rosie was a member of the community, of course. But we never really had any personal interactions, at least not one that I remember. I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. I have no idea why she was after me. So you don't mean to accept your part in any of this?
Of course he doesn't! He isn't guilty! How could it be? He's my dad! The winner of winners!
That's very kind of you, Eustace. We need more than mere words if you plan to cover for me.
Right, you got it. I won't just pin this on you. I believe in you, Dad. You'll beat Edgeworth. I know you will.
Yes, you're really such a sweet, simple child.
He really loved his dad, huh? There's no excuse for him to ignore his father's crime. no matter how much he respects him. Regardless of their station in life, all criminals will be made to atone for their sins in time. This won't be easy on Mr. Wiener. But it has to be done. He can't let his father get away with this. Alright. Chairman is a really hard one, so of course we got press.
Hold it!
As a member of the committee, you must at least have been familiar with her face.
Sure, but that's about all. I saw her every once in a while. Hold it!
So you're saying you barely knew the victim at all?
That's exactly what I'm saying, my boy, yes. Why I never knew about the burn mark on her hand.
You didn't?
I mean, what's the point?
What's the point?
Get to know someone but before you know it, they're gone.
You become such a prey to remember things about others. They're here one day and gone next. Yes, because they dare to stand up to you, and you make them disappear. If you could please add your remark about the victim's burn to your testimony, Chairman Winner.
Well, I didn't even know about the burn mark on her hand.
Hold it! Wait, but you didn't know that. You sure you didn't know about the burn mark?
You really don't let up, do you? I'm not in the habit of memorizing who has a scar on their hand and who doesn't.
But this wasn't just any old scar. I say it's pretty noticeable. In fact, perhaps under normal circumstances, but now that I think about it, Miss Springer did always wear gloves. Truth be told, I wasn't aware of burn mark until after the incident myself. The victim's hands were always covered by a pair of gloves?
It makes very sense, of course.
People get very self-conscious about such things. I can only sympathize. I'll be something of a sensitive soul myself. I hope you're not too sensitive to append that statement to your testimony. That burn.
Hold it!
Do you remember her always wearing gloves?
I mean, it was something of a trademark of hers, yes. Who knew it was to hide a burn mark? I always imagined it was just a fashion statement. Does your little friend here have something to hide under all those bandages, I wonder?
Who, me? No, I don't have anything to hide.
You don't? Not even the stony vision of a cold-blooded murderer. Objection!
If anyone here is hiding such a thing, it's you. Not expose your true face. It's the last thing I do.
Oh, you'll never fail to entertain me, my boy. Go ahead and do your worst.
So Miss Springer always wears gloves. That reminds me of something. I should look over all the evidence again. Wait, I suppose she always wears. You didn't know the burn. Wait a minute. It's either the third or fourth. Let's start with the fourth one and then we'll get to the third one.
Objection!
Oh, it was the fourth one. It was the fourth one. That would have been the third. So Miss Ringer always wore. So Miss Ringer always wore gloves. If she did, that raises a rather important question, and highlights quite a contradiction.
A contradiction, you say? Really?
If we listen to again the conversation that was captured by this stuffed cow, you'll see what I mean. We can be reasonably certain that what we just heard was the moment the victim was attacked. I knew it was the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. We assume that those were the words of the killer.
And where's the problem with that? It seems a likely, perfect, sensible assumption to me.
I'm afraid not, Chairman Wiener. But you see, if the victim was already wearing gloves as you just testified, then the burn mark on her hand should not have been visible to her killer.
Objection!
It's because the gloves can't be easily removed. She could have taken it off during the auction.
Hold it. But she hadn't. She was still wearing them when I changed place with her. They must be on her hands when she was being murdered too.
What did you say, my dear?
I'm not scared of you anymore. I have Grandma on my side now.
Now it's time for you to pay the piper. Wiener, you dang devil.
I see. So you're both looking to disappear.
Not this time, Excellence Winner. The only person disappearing will be you.
Objection!
Hey, you can't talk to my dad like that. Who cares if the burn was color? Why does it even matter?
Objection!
Oh, it matters. Because it turns our understanding of the burn mark on its head.
What do you mean? What can the fact that the victim burn mark was covered possibly to tell us?
Oh, this is a hard one. Victim had burn mark. The victim didn't have burn mark. There were no burn marks at all. There were no burn marks. No. Maybe the murder had a burn mark as well? Oh, it is. It is. Think about it like this, Mr. Wiener. Or Mr. Winner. The victim was wearing gloves, therefore the burn mark on their hand would not have been visible. In which case, whose burn mark was it that was being referenced in the recording?
Somebody who, wasn't the victim?
Precisely, which can only mean that the culprit had prominent burn mark too. Or to put it another way, I knew it was you the moment I lay eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Those words were spoken not by the murderer, but by the victim.
No way!
Objection!
I'm sorry, well, Chairman Wiener, my controller has something to say otherwise. As in a low battery. Alright, let me just... Give me one moment. It's a good thing I have a drawer with my desk. Got it. 1 minute. Not one. Wait, no, not 1 minute. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. That. Plug that wire in. Now I put my Pro Controller in. There should be an orange light, meaning it's charging. Now,
Eustace, my boy, would you mind stepping aside for a second? Look, Miles, it's nice to see you having fun with your little flights of fancy. But let's get this serious. So the murderer had a burn mark now. Really? Where? Your little theory will either take flight or die depending on your answer here, I'm afraid.
he's not messing around. I have to figure out where that burn mark was and fast. I wonder where it could have been. All the auction people were wearing disguises, right? Yes, each disguises was different. Yet, in spite of that, the burn mark was visible to the victim somehow, which means...
Well, shall we? Enlighten us, why don't you? Where was the murderer's burn mark? I'm assuming you have some evidence.
What if...
Take that!
Here is my evidence. The outfit the ringleader was wearing throughout the auction. Or rather, the outfit you were wearing, Chairman Wiener.
And what exactly is that supposed to tell us?
Objection!
A suit, white gloves, and a mask. This disguise should have covered almost all of your skin. But according to Nurse Nealer's testimony, the auctioneer's mask didn't quite cover your entire face. And not only that, she claims to have seen a tattoo on the part that was exposed. It was a tattoo. Or did she simply mistaken a burn mark for one? A burn mark? On the face?
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt while you so clearly enjoy yourself, dear boy. I regret to inform you that none of the committee members have such a burn. Myself included, of course.
Dad! You're... I mean...
Eustace, do you think you can be quiet, please? You can be...
Well, you may be an annoyance most of the time, Mr. Winner. On this particular occasion, I'm grateful for your presence. A reaction like that from you, his son, is as good an indicator of the truth as I could have hoped for. And it gives me a much needed confidence boost concerning another theory of mine. Namely, who that one unexplained item belonged to.
What's the matter with Mr. Winner?
I think he might be shocked after all. He's usually the last to figure things out. But in this case, he seems to have gotten there all too quickly. He knows that his father is indeed the real murderer.
He's sad because he knows the truth? So, it's better not to know the truth at all?
Okay. It's what we came here for. Doesn't matter how we get there. The important thing is finding the truth. You yourself told me that once, right when I needed to hear it the most. And it's now time for me to repay the favor and show you the truth of your innocence.
I wanted to know too. The truth of what really happened. So please, Miss Edgeworth, will you show me?
I very much attended to you.
You don't know. Well, you can't, can you? Because it's nowhere to be found. Just like your evidence on the killer.
Yeah! 100 contradictions all you like. You won't buy any. Because he's my dad. A winner through and through.
Objection!
I understand, Mr. Winner. I completely understand why you don't want to believe it's true. I had to find my mistake. If you ignore the truth now, you'll regret it for as long as you live.
Dad, what do I...
I just don't understand how could I raise such an utter buffoon. If you really wish to help your father, Eustace, you could try.
But I try all the time, Dad. I do as I try. I went to school you wanted me to go to. I ace every test. I look at my jacket. They only give these to the Victorians. I did everything you told me to. I worked like crazy. I graduated top of my class. I tried to be just like you and win as many trophies as I could.
Objection!
After burning papers, you're guilty. You really are just a simpering simpleton, aren't you? Those tests you basic. Had the school give you perfect scores on all of them. Those debate and speech competitions you won, they're just all friends of mine. If you never even realize that much, there's no hope for you. I'm afraid. Not at all. Oh. God, my own son. They'll leave in the end. Even when he was trying, he was failing. And he did it all for me. You're a disgrace. You don't deserve to be a father. And you certainly don't deserve to be a chairman of this committee.
If I feel sorry for the boy, even I feel sorry for the boy now. Poor Mr. Winner. Explain yourself, Chairman Wiener. Just what do you think your son is to treat him in such a way?
And none of the pawn sounds about right. But you're the one to talk verity. You tried to worm your way into my trust. By using Eustace, too.
I cannot deny it, however. I never thought of him as a mere pawn. He may not be naturally gifted prosecutor, but he tries. In some way, he tries harder than anybody. That's what I have witnessed during my time with him. Yet you call him useless. How could you?
Objection!
Boo-hoo-hoo. Because he is. Verity, my girl, is hardly incapable of doing anything I ask him.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm entrusting my offering to the gods to you. So that I may use it to call her final judgment onto Excellence Winner.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been more ready to do so. If the ringleader had a visible burn mark on their face that night, and it would follow that the Chairman Winner is currently hiding that mark somehow. How exactly was he dressed during the auction? That will be the key to solving this case at last. Now then, you answer, please. Which piece of evidence will help us to reveal the burn mark on the culprit's face? Wait, so maybe not you. Wait a minute. Now we can use the wig.
Take that!
I had thoughts of the beard. I had thoughts on the beard. The moment I heard wig, recall Nurse Needler's testimony, if you will. There's one thing we never quite resolved. The second wig. The one that wasn't used.
I seem to remember it being Wheaty.
What are you two talking about? Nurse Needler apparently found some very interesting items when she went to swap places with the victim. And what did they have to do with the burn mark? What she found were 2 wigs. One was intended to make her look more like the victim. But what was the other one for? I don't suppose it was meant to be a spare. It doesn't take a huge leap of imagination to see the truth. Compare the Chairman Wiener's current appearance to that of the ringleader, as it was described to us.
Stop it! Stop staring at me!
One very prominent difference present itself. His face. Or rather, what's around it.
You mean
It wasn't a wig after all? Indeed. Not a wig intended to go on the top of the head. In any case. It was a fake beard all along, wasn't it? Useless winner!
Oh, why? This is all my own dear boy. Oh, very good. You suggest otherwise.
Objection!
We saw how your son reacted when he realized the truth, and how he desperately tried to cover it for you, even in light of his realization. He kept still feared that he might expose you. So rather than take that risk, you bully him until he couldn't take it anymore. Because he knew. He knew that your beard hides a prominent burn mark. Chairman Winner, I insist that you remove your beard this instant!
there it is, the burn mark? Mr. Edgeworth, for bringing evil to justice before my eyes of the goddess, you have my thanks.
No, thank you. I could have done it without you.
Mrs. Winner, in the name of the goddess, I hereby pronounce my verdict. In the matter of the murder of Miss Rosie Ringer, this court finds you
Guilty.
We did it! We did it! Mr. Edgeworth, I can't thank you enough. You gave up on me even when you gave up on myself. That was very kind of you.
There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor. No. As a friend. It was the least I could do.
Mr. Edgeworth, rejoice. I learned that Chairman Winner has been safely delivered to the detention center. The search for the missing auction hammer continues. However, we are talking about Chairman Winner here, so it's highly likely that it has already been destroyed. In addition, there is one other matter I must inform you of. The chairman made a rather strange statement. According to him, the letters were not part of his plan.
Wait, what? So these 2 letters? What? How could that be?
He claims that he and Miss Needler found this letter on Miss Ringer's person. And then he found a second letter on Kate's unconscious body. From their contents, the letter seems to ones of spawn. They lead me to the conclusion that they must have been working with each other.
That's quite the conclusion to jump to.
As he read the letters, that's when he came up with the idea to frame Miss Faraday for Miss Ringer's murder. So he decided to take the place of victims in a very conspicuous place.
I'm botching up the lines. Oh, well. Oh, we're at the ending.
Namely, in her left chest pocket.
Sounds to me like he was trying to make excuses for himself.
Yes, I certainly thought the same. Perhaps it was some kind of last-ditch ploy on his part. But it matters not. He will answer to the goddesses now. And under her scrutiny, whose strategies cannot hope to succeed, he will not escape justice. With that, one of the duties with which I have been entrusted with is complete at last.
Judge Gavel, before you go, can you tell us what you know about how Chairman Wiener came to murder Miss Ringer? There's more there, isn't there?
Yes. I suppose you have earned the right to the whole truth. Miss Ringer once had a lover, a press photographer. He was investigating the underground auctions as a freelance journalist. But before he could uncover the truth behind the auctions, he was disappeared. All Miss Ringer was left with were the memories and personal effects of her lover. And so, seeking revenge on Chairman Winner, she made her appearance at the auction. Unfortunately for her, her opponent struck first.
I see. So that's the story behind this case.
While the goddess does not condone acts of wanton vengeance, Miss Ringer's actions have exposed Chairman Winner's crimes at last.
So that was your real goal. You were tasked with exposing Ixalis Winner and the corruption at the heart of the committee.
Does anyone know what happened to Mr. Winner? I'm afraid I haven't been able to get in touch with him. Do you have any idea why? Probably because I wasn't there for him just now when he needed me most. Oh. I really feel bad for him. Don't pity him too much. At least he knows the truth now. No matter how hard it might be, he'll need to learn to accept it. If he can, he'll never be able to move on with his life. Trust me.
A father's influence can't easily erase. But in time, he can hopefully try and change his ways.
You're right. You gotta be. I can change too. I wonder. Can I move on with my life? Are you okay, Kay? How's that head feeling? I'm fine. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Kay. You were my patient. I had a responsibility to you, and instead I let them accuse you of... Ouch.
Dang right! We ain't just in the business of fixing bodies missing. The mind's where it all begins.
You're right, Grandma. Speaking of which, how's your memory? It's like with a little more time, maybe I'll be able to remember some more? Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I aim to preside over the trial of Fifi Lagar in a bit.
Oh. Marco Knight case, huh? Who's the defense attorney?
It was supposed to be Miss Ringer, but as she is no longer with us, we are still in the process of finding her replacement.
Miss Ringer was scheduled to represent Warden Lagarde.
And of course, until we find Eustace, there is nobody to act for the prosecution either. In any case, I must take my leave. Wait, please! What about Miss Edgeworth's badge? What's going to happen now? With its chairman under arrest, the committee's activities have been suspended for the time being. But to answer your question, it's complicated. It's all up to the gods now. But...
Don't worry about it, Kay. It's the consequences of my own making.
As I assume you do not mean to change your mind?
Of course not. I choose the path of the truth, and I choose it willingly.
With Chairman Winner out of the picture, justice is in the hands of the righteous once more. If you did wish to follow the path of the prosecutor again, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll be more than happy to facilitate such a decision.
It's very kind of you to offer, but I can't accept your help at this time. I can't ask for my badge back when I'm not sure if I want it anymore.
I see. It seems we are destined to continue on different paths then.
Well, I trust you'll keep my badge safe until they converge again. With all I have.
In the meantime, I have here a token of God's mercy. You may return this notebook to its rightful owner.
Kay's promise notebook?
It seems it was due to be sold in the auction, and with the name K written on its cover. Chairman Winner made the connection immediately and knew who it belonged to. It was the same name as the one in the letters after all.
The letters he claimed to know nothing about. I suppose he insisted he didn't prepare them.
Yes. He also has something else to say. Apparently he thought that Miss Faraday was after her notebook, and that Miss Ringer was after his life, and that their respective goals are what led him to cooperate and infiltrate the auction together.
Fortunately for him, he misread the situation completely, and it was all just happenstance. If Kay had known a defense attorney who was also a member of the committee, there's no way she wouldn't have told me. That just isn't like her.
Your belief in her is touching. While the notebook did become part of the Chairman Winner's cover-up scheme, it's also a treasured possession of Miss Faraday's, which is why I would like for her to have it back. And I assume with the goddess.
Thank you.
I pray that it helps her recover her lost memories. Is everything alright?
Judge Gavin wanted me to return something important to you.
Aww. Isn't that... Always greet people with a smile. Even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Dad, I wrote them all down, Dad. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all my promises and be a real hero when I grow up. Just like you. Oh, wait. I forgot to write one down. The most important promise of all. Promise number 5. Always trust your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. And remember just how you said it. And now I'll never forget it. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That's right. I have to... Oh. I'm Kay Faraday. The great thief who'll do... Second y'all guys, see? Oh, she's back! Kay Faraday, the great thief who'll do anything to get her hands on the truth. Second y'all guys, an assistant to Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, is that really you?
Can't say I'm not a little embarrassed, but yeah, I'm back, and I couldn't have done it without you, Miss Edgeworth. You never stopped helping me, even when I was totally lost. I couldn't remember anything.
Thank goodness. You certainly seem to be back.
Hey, so this is the real you, huh? Welcome back. It's good to know you're better. I can sleep easy now.
Now that you've found it, don't you dare go losing that memory of yours again. Young lady, you hear?
Miss Leader, Dr. Hertz, thanks a lot for looking after me.
And if you really are better, how about you get out of them dang hospital duds?
Oh yeah, I watched it all for you. Here.
I thought they were with Detective Gumshoe.
He handed them over to us after they came back from forensic.
And did he happen to mention if forensic found anything of note?
I didn't ask. Anyway, never mind that now. Put them on, okay? I want to see.
Wait, what about her bandages? Surely it's too soon to remove them.
Oh, it's probably fine. She may have taken a bit of bump to the head, but she wasn't really hurt otherwise.
But then, why all the bandages in the first place?
Prevention is better than cure. A stitch in time saves none. Those are just a few of my medals.
Both of which sound like painfully annoying practices for your patients.
Okay, transformation time. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. It's like a stolen glove.
That smile suits you better too.
As it always did.
Thanks to you, Miss Von Karma.
I'm so glad you showed up when you did. I simply came when Scruffy asked me to. It's not like I'm nervous of you. I'm not nervous about you or anything. Nothing.
How you doing, Aunt Clover? I hope your day's going well. And what was that? Oh yeah.
I'm sure he'll be happy to see that you're fully back to your old self too. Baka. Speaking of Gummy, where is he?
I'll stream. We are about to end it here because we're at the finale. We're at the end of this case. Yeah.
Who knows? Perhaps the well of his devotion ran dry when a certain someone threw away his badge.
You've been sleeping a lot? Ouch. Wait. Actually, that depends. Actually, it depends on time. Wait a minute. You've been sleeping a lot. That depends on time zones. Well, in any case, a human deserves 8 hours of sleep. Otherwise, you get bonked by this old lady. Actually, she'll probably bonk her granddaughter. Probably. Detective Gumshoe.
Anyway, I have to be going, and I'll be taking those two with me.
Alright.
Wait, what's going to happen to them? Acting as an accomplice in the murder and forging an autopsy report 18 years ago. Their crimes can't be allowed to go unpunished. But the fact that Ixa's winner concerned them into cooperating with will, of course, be taken into account.
You don't want to get... Don't worry. Don't worry. It could have been worse. You could have been bonked by Gavel, but luckily she's not here. But Francisca's here, so that's another story.
Don't you worry about us, Kay. As long as Grandma and me are together, we'll be alright. Take care, Kay Faraday. Until we meet again.
It's funny how Loa Har is here. It's just most likely like the atmosphere is just these two. But now I forgot about Loa Har, to be honest. So, okay. I know you only just got your memory back, but I need to ask you some questions.
Sure, ask away.
What happened to the day you lost your memory? What were you doing?
Let's see. Somebody asked me to meet him at Gourd Lake. I didn't know who it was. But there I was, just looking up at the moon when...
somebody in a red raincoat started walking toward me. Wait. Thank you for the lurk. And staring into my soul. Wait. Or like, but I didn't know who it was, so there I was just looking up in the moon when somebody in the red... It must have struck me somehow because that's when I fell unconscious. What? I'm not sure I followed. Kay was at Gore Lake, looking up at the moon? Anyway, when I came to, I was on the roof of this building. I was in a daze and stumbling around up there when I saw the person in the red raincoat again. They were lying on the ground. I was so surprised I stumbled backwards. And then I was falling and everything went dark. When I came to the second time, I couldn't remember anything. The person in the red raincoat. Who in the world were they? I'm sure they were walking in midair. About it makes my head hurt.
Just breathe, Kay. You only just got your memory back. You're still confused. I imagine the root causing confusion is...
Well, of course, the two different locations.
I imagine things are mixed up in your mind because you were on Gore Lake 1 minute, and then top of the big building with 2 G's in the word big next. And because you saw the moon in both locations, your mind blended your memories of the two together.
Huh? But those are two totally different places. I know I was pretty out of it, but I think I could have gotten them confused that easily.
I believe these things on the roof may have made you more likely to become confused.
I think it's a stand because of Gore Lake.
Take that!
There are 2 key similarities between the scene found by Gore Lake and here on top of the big building. Cherry blossoms and food stands.
Wait, you're right!
Those similarities are what caused your memories of both places to overlap. The person in the red raincoat wasn't walking in midair. They were walking toward you from across the park. When you blurry memories, that's the same sight played over the viewing platform instead.
No way! Who steals a great thief's memory, huh? That's just cheating.
Even still, this doesn't answer the question of who attacked Kay in the park. Was it the person in the red raincoat she saw? Do you hear that?
It sounds like he's coming from up the storeroom. Come on, let's go take a look. But hooey! I saw a little scoop in the offense.
I almost forgot you're here, little heart.
Even Edgeworth forgot about her! Coming from this little gadget here, Miss Edgeworth.
This transceiver. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
It's still going.
I'm not good with technology.
Come on, you have to pick up. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, this is Edgeworth.
Kay, if you could refrain from answering strange calls from me.
Mr. Edgeworth, I presume.
I know that voice! Shelley's the killer!
Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? Also, you notice by now that there was a mastermind at work orchestrating the entire incident.
How do you even know about this case?
That's not what's important right now. Let's focus on this certain individual for the time being, shall we?
I have indeed been wondering myself if somebody else could have been involved. Now, how are you to explain the piece of evidence that proved so damning to Kay's case?
No, wait, an evil mastermind, but who?
Oh, indeed. Perhaps you could share your thoughts? What's the evidence that points to somebody else's involvement?
Take that!
The Luna K supposedly wrote the victim.
Yeah, I don't remember ever writing that.
So who did? Who will prepare such a thing? I know I'm not the only one who'd like to know.
And how do we know it wasn't you?
Now why do a thing like that? I believe the truth can only become a light in a court of law. But since you had your badge revoked, that is no longer an option. So how will it all end? I, for one, will be watching from the sidelines with interest.
He even knows about my badge? Oh.
And one last thing. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. I bid you farewell.
What the heck did he mean by the case hasn't been fully resolved? And why is he so interested in us anyway? It's just one giant ball of mysteries.
It seems we've only scratched the surface of this case. But even without my badge, I'm going to carry on doing what I can. However this ends, one thing is certain. Come what may, I will expose the truth. And that's it for Turnabout Forsaken. And that is it. Give me 1 second. Alright, well, that is it for today. We have really interesting stuff that happened. Really interesting stuff. But yeah, with that, I think we'll be ending it off here. Now, first I gotta go find who is streaming who. Who is a stream? All right, found one. Found one. Gotta get ready. Unless hold on. I'm just really being cryptic. I'm just being a little double checking. Okay. Double checking. All right. That will be it for today again. I gotta go and upload VODs. Well, upload one VOD because we passed by that. So, and speaking of VODs, don't forget to subscribe to my VOD channel. Next time, when we play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, will be on the final case, which I already forgot the name. I will look into that. But yeah, we'll be back again next time. Not for Ace Attorney Investigations 2, but that'll be on Monday. What we're actually gonna be doing for next time is that we'll be back on Friday. credit for Yakuza Zero. Not Yakuza Zero, sorry. I forgot. Yakuza Kiwami. We'll probably finish the sub-stories there and finish that chapter off, chapter 4. Who knows? But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on my socials. That's it. Goodbye.